everybody, it's Dr. Joe and Mr. Bear, and today I'm going to show you a 5-minute knee exercise routine in real time. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure and click on the subscribe button and make sure your subscription is public, or let me know that you're a subscriber, because if you have a question or comment, I always try and respond to my subscribers. So I'm going to start off with a 45-second warm-up and kind of tell you what I'm doing as I go. But you'll need a resistive band. It doesn't have to be a loop band, but loop bands are easier. And then either a ball, a yoga block, or a pillow that you can double up where you're going to be squeezing into. So let's just start with the 45-second warm-up here. And it can be something easy with just starting off with kind of a hip flexion, because that's going to get those knees bending a little bit. And we'll start off with that. So each exercise, we're going to do 2 30-second groups, and then we'll do a little short break in between each set, and then a long break in between the exercises, just to give ourselves some time to reset. You can also do long arc quads, just kind of kicking out, again, kind of loosening everything up, getting those quads working, stretching out those hamstrings in the back. And then just to end, you can do a little bit of heel toe raises. That's going to kind of get the calves, but the calf muscles come up and cross the knee joint, so those are important to get as well. So I'm going to start with the band around my feet and just my feet about hip width apart. And we're just going to start off. This is technically a hip flexion exercise, but it's really working your knees as well, because all these muscles are connected to the knee as well as the hip area. So I'm really working my knees when I'm doing this one as well. With the resistive bands, you want it to be challenging, but you don't want it to be so hard that you can't control it. If you're sitting there and you're shaking or you can't bring your legs all the way up, the resistive band is probably a little bit too hard. And you always want to be controlling that band. So when I come up, if I'm wiggling like this or my legs coming in, then again, that band's probably too much. Your muscles aren't quite ready for that much resistance. So if you're making the loop yourself, you can make the loop a little bit bigger, and that will make it a little bit easier to do. So again, just kind of getting that movement in there, but try and keep your feet about hip width apart the whole time. Don't let them come in while you're pulling up. That's a part of the exercise for the knees. So then the next one, I'm going to kind of move the band up to my ankle area instead of my foot, so we can do a little knee extension exercise or get that quad working. So I'm still stepping on it on this side, and now I'm just kicking up and slowly coming back down. So again, if I go fast, I'm not really getting a good exercise. I want to be able to control that band, really feel that muscle activating. I like doing it for a certain amount of time instead of reps, because then you can just kind of go at your own pace. If you have to slow down a little bit, you can. And then you can even challenge yourself by saying, hey, you know, I did maybe 5 this round. Tomorrow when I do, I'm going to try and do 7. So you can kind of give yourself a little goal or a challenge while you're doing it to make yourself work a little bit more. So now I just switch sides, so it's around my ankle on this side. Coming up, you really want to get your leg as straight as you can. And sometimes even if you pull your toes up, that helps kind of lock everything out as well. But if you're only coming to here, you probably have too much resistance in your band. You really want to be able to come up. So even if you don't have a band at all and it's challenging, don't use the band. Just do that knee extension or that long arm quad. So now we're going to go into bringing it all the way up to just above the knees. So this is going to be, you might have seen me doing it lying down sometimes, where you're opening both legs up almost like a butterfly, but this is in seated. So your feet can be together, they can be a little bit apart, but you're just going to roll both out and slowly come back in. So now you're getting those outer muscles that come down and cross that knee joint. So really working the knee, getting them stronger, nice, and going out and controlling it coming back in. So again, if you feel like you're shaking and doing this, that probably means it's just a little bit too much. And you can try it without the band and then work your way up just a little bit. A little short break in between. And then, these muscles on the outside cross the knee joint and they come all the way up to the hip. So that's why it's important for all of it. And again, if you can't get out as far as me, that's okay. You just kind of work yourself up to what you can do. So if you can only go to here, as long as you control the band, that's okay. And then each time trying to work your way a little bit further out and then nice and slow coming back in. It's all about the control of the band. All right. So next we're going to have either the ball, the pillow, a yoga block. Those always work well, but it's just going to be in between. So now we're going to work those inner thigh muscles that come all the way down to the knee as well. So with this one, all you're going to do is just kind of squeeze in to get that hold and maybe hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and then relax. So you don't have to do hold out. Do a little pause in between, kind of those isometric exercises. And I'm going to take a moment to smile for my thumbnail, just so you can see that. And you can take a picture at the same time if you want. But again, squeezing in 3 to 5 seconds. If you can only start off with 2 seconds, that's fine. And then take a little break. I would again hold it for 2 to 3 seconds if that's all you can do, but don't go at 100% your first time. Just start off with maybe even 30 to 40% pushing in and then relaxing. And then each time you can push a little bit harder, and your goal can be, today I was able to hold it for 5 seconds, maybe tomorrow I'll be able to hold it for 7 seconds. So again, if you like having goals and building yourself up to goals, you can do that as well. And just doing that squeeze and then coming out. Who is that? All right, so the last one is going to be just a hamstring set. And so with that hamstring set, it's again, you're not going to be making a big movement like with the ball. You're squeezing, but you're not actually making a huge movement. So I'm just going to put my heel down on the floor, and I'm going to push down like I'm trying to pull my foot back in, but I'm pushing down into the floor. And then I'm holding that again for that 2 to 3, 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm feeling my hamstring activate while I'm doing that. So just pushing down and in, holding it, relax, take a little quick break, and then push back down into it again. So again, the movement I'm trying to do is that, but I'm pushing down into the floor. And then so we'll switch sides. So, again, you don't have to do a whole lot of them, but the hold to activate those muscles is what you really want to do. So again, I'm trying to almost pull in, but I'm pushing it into the floor. The floor is stopping me from pulling that foot all the way in. And those hamstring muscles are the ones that I'm working right there. So again, if 2 to 3 seconds at 30 to 40% is all you can do right now, that's okay. And then you can kind of slowly work your way up to that one. So pull, 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 and relax. And so sometimes hamstrings want to cramp up a little bit, so I would say maybe even pull a little bit less with this one and see how it feels. So there you have it. That was my 5-minute knee exercise routine in real time. If you'd like to help support my channel, make sure and click on the link up there. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, isn't that right, Mr. Bear? Have fun. Yeah, I know. And I hope you feel better soon.